Good evening. I'm back home, down at Balcombe Estuary with Sam, who's looking the other way. Home from Green Gully actually. I don't know where this will pop up on YouTube, but we decided to pop down to Balcombe Estuary. This track's been closed for quite a few years. The boardwalk's been out of action. Had a bit of a look online. Looks like it's open, so we've gone to the Mount Martha beach end, parked at the car park here at the picnic area behind me. We're going to walk up estuary towards the Briars and come back. So if we can get all the way to the Briars, we will, but we'll see how we go. All right, I'll spin the camera around and show you what it looks like when I get to the boardwalk, where we'll get out of the houses anyway. So there's a little bit of public art along this boardwalk, but at the moment I'm still walking on the back of the houses through kind of beachside Mount Martha. It's a very nice walk, this one. It's been written up back in the day by Tyrone Thomas, I think. Okay, we've hit the boardwalk. Let's see ya. So yeah, it got knocked around in some floods, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. And it hasn't been open. So I haven't been down there since the floods. I think it was floods.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this estuary kind of creek, Balcombe Creek, goes all the way inland to the Briars kind of historic reserve, where you could potentially have lunch and then do a walk at the Briars and walk back out if you wanted to do a long day. So the estuary mouth is closed, so it's backed up a fair way into the tea tree at the moment. So these are swamp paperbacks, according to the information sign. So there's a few of those old surfboard seats sitting around. Yeah, this is Balcombe Estuary, the upper reaches. So there's a lot of bird life around here, but there's also fishing. I've seen people fishing from these kind of lookouts along the way before. No one today. Although there's some fishing line in the tree over there, which isn't ideal. So we're a fair way upstream, probably kilometre and a half from the entrance to the estuary. Still tidal here. Well, it's still backed up. And it would be tidal if the entrance was open, I reckon. So we're heading we're going to go along the north side of the creek for a little while now, before we swing back over. So we're just on the outskirts of the suburbs again. Okay, so we're making our way down the north side of the creek now. It's just over in the trees. We're going to cross back over down here and continue on the south side. This is the only loop bit of the track. You could obviously do it out and back and stay on the south side the whole way. We're getting close to the Briars, so we'll find out in a minute if the track's open all the way to the Briars or not. Okay, we're crossing the JFK Bridge. We're past the tidal bit of the creek. The Briars is up here on our left. We're back on the south side of the creek now, the estuary. Okay, looks like you can get all the way to the Briars again. This is the Nepean Highway. We're crossing under here, and the Briars is on the other side. Oh, no you can't, there's a gate. Let's see what the go is. I think you could probably cut up right to the entrance road though and walk in the road if you really want to go to the Briars. Yeah. Okay. So if you wanted to go in, you cut up here and across the grass, and there's an entrance road you could follow. This is the boardwalk, which looks pretty sad. And it's been out of action for quite a few years now. It looks like it's going to be out of action for a long time. All right, we'll retrace our steps, more or less back to the ute now, or to the car. So the creek's actually flowing. It's got a few fish. Obviously down in the estuary part, there'd be bream. All right, we're on to the loop bit of the walk. So we didn't walk this bit on the way out. So this is fairly close to the back way into Mount Martha, the back road. We'll be walking into the sun now too on the way back in. Okay, the circuit bit of the walk's done. We're retracing our steps now. It is fairly well signposted. You've got these poles, Seppled Avenue, Briars on the way out, beach on the way back. Because, yeah, once you're in the tea tree, it's a little bit hard to see. You've got trails kind of heading off in all directions sometimes. There's quite a few trees down. I'm not sure if that's because of the those storms from a few years ago, or I can't remember whether there's always been a few. I gather there's always been a few trees down through here. But there's not always water up through here. It's only because the entrance is closed. Yeah. Okay, our little Balcombe Estuary Boardwalk walk is coming to an end. We walked about 5.3 k's on this one. Climbed all of 10 metres, which does sound about right. It's a very easy walk. I think I mentioned Tyrone Thomas might have written it up, but I actually think it might have been a guy called Ken Martin in one of his Walking on the Mornington Peninsula books. I'm not sure of that. It's been around for a while. The walk's on AllTrails. The new walk that doesn't go into the Briars. So yeah, keep in mind that boardwalk in the Briars, that last probably kilometre into the Briars, looks like it's going to be closed forever. I think Briars is run by Parks Victoria, and they're not going to, if it's anything like the prom, it'll be closed for 10 years. So you can jag right where we met the fence up onto the entrance driveway to the Briars and walk along the road. It's only probably less than a k into the Briars from there on the road. It's a nice walk. It's like the entrance driveway. It's not too bad. And there's a cafe out at the Briars. We're back at this picnic area here where we parked, and we're only about 2 minutes from Mount Martha shops here. So the shops at the start. There's also the picnic area here. All right, I'm going to jump in the car and head home. Good thing about this walk, as opposed to a lot I've been doing lately, I'm only less than half an hour from home. So that's all good. All right, catch you on the next one.